Who wouldn't be interested in the deep, dark secrets of the world's biggest stars? It's never been easier to keep track of our favorite celebs or find out things that they would have preferred to keep hidden forever. From bad behavior to violent relationships to full-fledged secret cults, these are the darkest celebrity secrets that got unearthed in 2018. On October 3rd, Ray Donovan actor Marion Pooch Hall was arrested and charged with driving while intoxicated. He was also charged with child endangerment. The actor was reportedly spotted weaving through traffic driving with his 2-year-old son in his lap. One witness claimed the child's hands were on the steering wheel. Police made contact with Hall after his car collided with a parked vehicle. The actor submitted to a field sobriety test and a breathalyzer test, both of which showed him to be intoxicated. According to TMZ, tests indicated that Hall was driving with a blood alcohol level more than 3 times the legal drinking limit. He pled not guilty to the charges. Jeffrey Tambor left the series Transparent in May 2018 following accusations of sexual harassment. Later that year, a New York Times interview with the actor flew off the rails when the discussion turned to his history of problematic on-set behavior. The topic was addressed in a New York Times roundtable discussion with the cast of Arrested Development. During the discussion, series star Jessica Walter opened up about Tambor's abusive behavior toward her on the set, which Tambor himself had revealed earlier that month in a Hollywood Reporter interview. While she said that the actor never did anything sexually inappropriate, she did say that, quote, verbally, yes, he harassed me. She recalled his reportedly volatile behavior through tears, saying, "In like almost 60 years of working, I've never had anybody yell at me like that on a set." It's been rumored for years that Sex and the City co-stars Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall don't like each other. After a nasty interaction between the two in February, those reports were pretty much confirmed. It started when Parker offered her sympathies to Cattrall shortly after Cattrall's brother, Christopher, tragically passed away. Parker wrote to Cattrall on Instagram saying, quote, "Dearest Kim, my love and condolences to you and yours, and Godspeed to your beloved brother." Cattrall promptly fired back with a message of her own, writing, "I don't need your love or support at this tragic time, Sarah Jessica Parker." She then elaborated, adding, "Let me make this very clear. If I haven't already, you are not my family. You are not my friend. So I'm writing to tell you one last time to stop exploiting our tragedy in order to restore your nice girl persona." Parker did not immediately respond to the very public snub. After 352 episodes in the role of forensic scientist Abby Ciuto, actress Polly Perrette departed the cast of NCIS. At first, her exit looked like a straightforward goodbye, but then things got sinister. After leaving the show in May 2018, Perrette fired off some disturbing tweets suggesting a malicious element had informed her decision to depart. Writing on Twitter, she said, "There is a machine keeping me silent and feeding false stories about me, a very rich, very powerful publicity machine." Her post also implied some sort of accusation, ending mysteriously with the phrase, "He did it." Perrette did not elaborate on who he was. Instead, she followed the post up with more messages wondering if she was wrong for not, quote, "spilling the beans." Later tweets implied that she had not felt safe at work and referred to bullying and multiple physical assaults. She has yet to fully spill the beans on what she meant. On April 20th, 2018, former Smallville star Allison Mack was arrested on federal charges that included sex trafficking, conspiracy, and forced labor. The indictment alleged that the actress was heavily involved in the leadership of a cult called NXIVM. The group is accused of exploiting recruits, both sexually and for their labor. The cult, reportedly co-founded in 1998 by a man named Keith Raniere, lured new members into the group under the pretense of female empowerment, and Mack was reportedly a key recruiter. In actuality, the organization involved blackmail, sexual slavery, and ritual acts of branding. If Mack is convicted, she faces a potential life sentence. On the evening of March 5th, 2018, police pulled up to the California home of Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee in order to investigate a violent incident. The following afternoon, Lee tweeted some information about why the police had been called. According to Tommy's version of the events, "My fiancé and I were in bed when my son busted into the room and assaulted me. According to People, the altercation left Tommy with a bloody lip, for which he received medical treatment at a hospital." On March 7th, 21-year-old Brandon Lee wrote a statement to People claiming that the unpleasant skirmish was related to what he called his father's alcoholism. He insisted that he, quote, "worked tirelessly organizing an intervention, and it's incredibly upsetting that it never came to fruition." Apparently, Tommy wasn't very pleased about this version of events getting attention. Just hours after the People article was published, Tommy fired off a tweet to share his side of the story again. The rocker wrote that while he did enjoy a few drinks now and then as part of his retirement, quote, "I'm happier than I've been in my entire life." He also strongly contested Brandon's statement to People, writing, "You didn't arrange any intervention, just covering your ass." Meghan Markle is a figure under constant scrutiny, but of all the supposed secrets we learned about Markle in the year she married Harry, we have one clear favorite. The Daily Mail is 100% convinced that Markle was formerly the secret author of a naughty industry blog. That blog, called The Working Actress, was an anonymously written online diary that materialized in January 2010 before abruptly stopping in summer 2012. Its dishy posts chronicled the trials and travails of a hustling young actress as she navigated the cutthroat world of Hollywood. The blog included passages about the difficulties of making it, referring to some difficult night spent, quote, curled up in bed with a loaf of bread and some wine, a one-woman pity party. In February 2018, the Daily Mail claimed they could officially unmask the blog's author, thanks to tips from what they called, quote, impeccable sources in California. The report was later corroborated by author Andrew Morton in the biography Meghan, a Hollywood Princess, which included the working actress in a list of the now royal's former jobs. On February 25, 2018, former Melrose Place star Heather Locklear was arrested in her California home on a suspicion of felony domestic violence. Authorities reportedly arrived at the house after being called in by Locklear's visiting brother. A spokesman for the Ventura County Sheriff's Office later said Locklear was arrested because of, quote, visible evidence that Locklear had battered her boyfriend. The actress allegedly proved to be difficult to deal with, fighting with the deputies as they attempted to arrest her. The actress, reportedly intoxicated, also allegedly told officers, "If you ever come back to my house, I will shoot you." Locklear was arrested and taken to a nearby hospital, after which she was ushered to the Ventura County Jail. According to People, the actress was released less than 12 hours later. Page 6 reported that Locklear was hospitalized later that day after suffering a suspected overdose. In September 2018, People reported that the actress was spending her 57th birthday in rehab. Prior to 2018, Thomas Ravenel wasn't exactly a stranger to scandal. According to People, the politician and former Southern Charm star was indicted in 2007 on federal cocaine distribution charges. Since then, the politician has gone to great lengths to cement a reputation as something of a playboy gone good, at times poking fun at his hard-partying persona. In 2018, however, Ravenel's reputation took its most unsavory turn yet. It started in May with a dark revelation of Ravenel's violent past. Speaking in an interview with People, real estate agent Ashley Perkins claimed that Ravenel had sexually assaulted her mother, Debbie Holloway Perkins. Ashley said the two had met on Tinder and that he assaulted her on their very first date. As if that weren't already troubling enough, Ashley alleged that Ravenel went to great lengths to cover up the crime with a mountain of money. According to Ashley, Ravenel gave her mother a sum of $200,000 in return for her signature on a non-disclosure agreement. Through his attorney, Ravenel denied every one of the accusations. That wasn't the only awful news about Ravenel to emerge. In September 2018, Ravenel was arrested and charged with assault and battery in the second degree. The arrest came as the result of a police investigation into accusations of sexual assault from a former nanny. According to the woman, the incident occurred in January 2015. Speaking to People after Ravenel's arrest, the woman said she was not entirely pleased with the charges Ravenel ultimately received, telling the magazine, "I feel relief, but I'm not 100% satisfied, because he was charged with assault and battery and the crime extended beyond that." On August 19, 2018, the New York Times published a damning report about movie star Asia Argento, exposing a dark secret that she had spent years attempting to bury. The article reported that the actress, filmmaker, and Me Too activist had covertly agreed to pay actor Jimmy Bennett $380,000 after he privately accused her of sexual assault. Bennett claimed that Argento, whom he had known since he was 7 years old, had sex with him while he was still a minor. The two first met when Bennett was cast as the son of Argento's character in the 2004 film The Heart is Deceitful Above All Things, which was also directed by Argento. Later, when he was 17 and Argento was 37, Bennett says they had a sexual encounter at a California Ritz-Carlton. He claimed that on May 9, 2013, Argento supplied him with alcohol and sexually assaulted him. 2 days after the report first emerged, Argento released a statement denying the claims, insisting she was, quote, deeply shocked and hurt by having read news that is absolutely false. She assured readers that she had never had a sexual relationship with Bennett, but that story soon fell apart. The next day, TMZ published leaked texts that appeared to contradict her statement, with Argento explicitly acknowledging the sexual encounter. One message read, quote, I had sex with him, it felt weird. "I didn't know he was a minor until the shakedown letter." She also attempted to turn the story around on Bennett, claiming instead that she had actually been the victim of an attack by him.